What's up guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I wanted to show you how I taught myself to do a back handspring to handstand. I looked online and I couldn't find any videos and any tutorials on how to do it. Before we even start, you want to make sure you can hold some of these things. You want to make sure you can hold a handstand without moving, just a strict handstand hold, a tucked planche, and even better, a tucked planche into a handstand, and of course a back handspring. And if you don't know how to do some of these things, I'll post the tutorials in the description below. Watch them, make sure you know how to do them, and then come back to this video. Before we get into the lesson, make sure you always warm up. This is a very dangerous move, and the last thing I want you to do is get injured. Make sure you do a couple back handsprings, handstand holds. This last one will come in clutch towards the end, and it's the back roll to handstand, and you want to roll back down. First thing, slow down your back handspring. So you might find yourself falling on your knees as you start to slow down, and that's completely fine. That's exactly what you want in this process. This is where the tuck planche will come into play. As soon as you do the back handspring and land on your hands, immediately tuck your body into that tuck planche hold. It's okay if your feet touch, your knees touch at first, but try your best to land on your hands with your legs floating after a couple reps, after you practice more, and then we'll move on to the next step. The reason why we're falling into the tuck planche hold is so you can get used to the motion, also so you just don't send it out of nowhere and get injured. The next step is gaining more control. You might realize that you're technically already landing the move from the last stage, but it's like doing a backflip. You do the flip, you land, but you're stuttering everywhere, or you land and you fall back in your hands. Technically, you are landing it, but we always want to make it look cleaner, and this applies to any movement you're doing. In this case, to make it look better, you want to overemphasize the arch in your back when you do the handspring during your setup, and also concentrate on the height. This doesn't mean jumping super high and hoping to land on your hands. You're just adding a little bit of height. Sometimes you might find yourself falling forward or leaning forward after landing on your hands, but this is exactly why we warm up with handstand back rolls and rolling back down so you stay safe and you don't land flat on your back. To be realistic with you, at this point of the movement, it's all on you to find your sweet spot. Everyone's sweet spot is different. You have to do micro adjustments to ensure you're finding your balance. One more tip that can help you is keeping your legs straight after you land on your hands and pointing your toes up to the ceiling, because that's exactly what you want in a handstand. Same thing applies after you hit the back handspring. If you're struggling to understand, go back and think of it into a handstand. If your legs are bent and they're flailing everywhere, you'll find yourself moving all around, forms looking a little bit off, and maybe you'll even fall over. But that's basically how I taught myself to do a back handspring to handstand. It may look like it's a crazy move, but it's only 2 moves that you're combining, and it's only a matter of time that you'll find the sweet spot of it. Be patient, stay consistent, try not to get too frustrated. I got frustrated when I started, but looking back, I wish I stayed persistent. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helps you land your first back handspring to handstand, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.